Welcome everyone to another busy webinar. We have a special event for you today. We're going to go through how to set up and guide an email marketing program using Constant Contact. This is going to be a hands-on training. You're going to get to watch along as I set up a Constant Contact email and schedule it, set up, and send. So this is going to be very hands-on. It's going to be very kind of touch and go with how to do all of this stuff. So you're going to have to follow along. But I don't want you to feel left out in the conversation. So what I want to do is make sure that you know how to ask questions during today's event. So if you see your page that you're registered on, you can view the video from here, but I would prefer that you click on this YouTube Live at this link. So see right here. If you want to ask me questions, simply click this link. It's going to open up a window. And I am actually going to pause this because you don't need to see me going live along with this. So inside of this window, if you click in the live chat window in the kind of lower-ish right-hand corner, you can ask questions at any time. So if you ask a question here, I will answer that question as we go. If you do have other questions, I'm going to leave my contact information up at a few times during the event today, but it's just dave@BizzyWeb.com. So go ahead and leave us a question if you have that. So again, this is an in-depth training on how to set up, create, and launch an email marketing campaign using Constant Contact. So of course, we welcome your questions. Let's get down to business and kind of talk through what we're going to do. So first, in a world where digital marketing is everything, you need to have some sort of a consolidator for all of these things. Of course, your website is one of the key things that you need to manage. Social media is a great way to reach out and connect with people. And just kind of Google and the rest of the web is the place that you're going to have many connections. But email is the grand unifier. So if you're looking for a way to reach out to everyone, email is one of your best bets. And if you'd like to attend, or if you'd like some details about today, you can actually schedule out. We have a special offer just for today's attendees to get a 2-hour coaching session, get you set up in Constant Contact, get your lists imported, set up your standard template, do everything that you need to with a BizzyWeb specialist just for $99. It's normally $199. But today, you're going to receive a link for those folks that have registered for today's event. So if you haven't registered and you're watching this live on YouTube, go to BizzyWeb.com/events and make sure that you register for today's event so that you get that link. It'll be sent out automatically to everyone who is registered today and who has attended. And so if you click on that link that you're going to get at about 1 o'clock Central Time today, you'll get access to this special training. Again, I mentioned how to get a hold of me. So here's my information. You can reach me at dave@BizzyWeb.com. So if you'd like today's PowerPoint slides, it's not going to be as much use as usual today because we're going to be doing a live in-person demo of Constant Contact today. But send me the slides if you want, and or send me a request for those slides. Or if you have additional questions about today's event or how to do any of the things that I'm going to talk about, feel free to send me a note and we'll do our best to help you. All right. So what are we going to talk through today? Well, first and foremost, we're going to go through email marketing for small business. This is kind of a catch-up course on why email is important. Pretty straight to the point, going to get right to the meat of our content as quickly as possible, and that's going to be to create a mobile responsive email. When we get done creating that mobile responsive email, we'll go through a few final next steps for marketing your business. And then, of course, we'll open it up for any questions that you might have. This is going to be done in an hour today, so it's going to go fast. First, if you're in small business, you absolutely understand that you only have a limited amount of time. There's a lot of stuff that you can and need to do if you're going to market your business effectively, so you need fantastic tools to help you get that stuff done. You know, a lot of pain points that we hear from our clients, sales needs boost, technology is confusing, finding the right revenue and or hitting a budget is always issues, and communications, advertising, and then just driving real results is a big issue for most of our clients. So, if you look at that and you think about it, what you really need to do again is to just focus on the tools and the things that you can control. And so having a great tool like Constant Contact can absolutely help you with that. Finding new customers or growing your existing customer list is not only difficult, but it can be expensive. It's absolutely essential, however, to the growth of your business. Constant Contact provides free tools, whether you find them on your website, through mobile apps like Scan to Join or Text to Join, and you can drive them to a sign-up page to capture prospect information that allows them to select a list of their choice to receive information that's most important. As a business, being able to collect and communicate with your prospects for free is invaluable. Regardless of list size, there's a dollar amount associated with those contacts. When you look at your average price of product and you multiply by the number of contacts you have on your list, why just sit on that money? Act on it. Your email marketing is only as effective as your least engaged subscriber, meaning if you don't engage with them, you won't see the results you're looking for. So use these tools to grow your customer base, but in the meantime, engage with the list that you do have, encourage them to supercharge that word of mouth for you because 75% of customers trust peer recommendations, and make money or increased funds and awareness with those that you can interact with. Small businesses and nonprofit owners and directors are some of the most busy people that we know. We're typically wearing multiple hats. We're responsible for different roles and responsibilities on top of our own regular lives. And we all understand that you don't want to spend time in email systems trying to send out emails. That time's better spent building a face-to-face relationship with your customers, members, and clients, or managing operations in your business. So for those of you who are time-starved, we have a whole ton of fantastic templates inside of Constant Contact email tools that makes it incredibly easy and cuts down the time that it takes to create an email by giving you an environment that works as quickly and effectively as you want it to. If you've checked out Constant Contact in past years, what you'll have seen in the past year and really even the past 6 months is a completely new tool that makes fully customizable templates to drag and drop options with line editing that allows you to see what you're doing in real time. If you thought email marketing was tough before, this is so much easier, and I'm going to show you how live. We also have advanced scheduling options. You can set it and forget it with your emails. So if you want to send immediately or send later to schedule all of your emails in advance, you're able to choose the best time for you when to invest building and scheduling your emails so that you can send your most important information with your customers. If that's not enough, you can also set up triggered autoresponder emails to automatically send to individual lists or subscribers to engage with them over time, so you're not manually sending emails all the time. There's no longer a concern for time control because you have complete control of when your emails are sent and what triggers inside of Constant Contact. Sometimes growing customer base can be tough, but getting those contacts to engage with you on social media or on your website can be an even bigger challenge. Getting those fans to become loyal and actively participating with your business or having a conversation with you to receive your feedback can seem like pulling teeth. However, by using email marketing to encourage the right behaviors, you can essentially grow your list of word of mouth incredibly quickly. By introducing capabilities like social integrations with your emails and social media, you can actually increase the likelihood that your emails will be seen within social networks, which in turn will help you build your list and grow your audience. When you send an email, we provide a shortened link that you can use in social media posts or in other emails that drive your audience to a web page version of your email, where people can like, share, and comment on your email. Even better for those who are curious as to why they didn't receive the email in the first place, it provides an opportunity to join your list. In addition, on the same page, we introduce you to Social Share, a platform where you can pre-schedule posts and statuses that directly links to your email sent, reminding your audience of important events, offers, and information about your business. If budget's a driving force behind why you haven't started email marketing, you can leave that worry behind. Constant Contact is very competitive, starting at about $20 a month for unlimited email marketing. Remember that because we know that this can sometimes be a challenge that really holds you back, we want to help you today by giving you that extra incentive. If you would like to join us and to get a 2-hour coaching session, again, remember that you can simply reply to the email that you're going to receive automatically at the end of this event. And when you get that, you'll be up for a $99 2-hour coaching session. That's $100 off the normal price. So let's get into a couple more words before we get into the deep dive on what email marketing actually is and how it looks. And let's talk about the impact of emails. First, you probably didn't know that 91% of people check their email every day, and 88% of folks regularly check email on their smartphones. This is something that's incredibly important for all businesses to understand. The world has gone mobile. If you don't think about, or if your website isn't mobile responsive, if your emails aren't mobile responsive, if everything that you do isn't designed to look as good on phones as on computers, you're missing out on a huge opportunity to easily reach out to people where they're spending their time. And studies have shown that emails that don't look good on mobile devices are subject to getting unsubscribed or even blocked at a rate of 5 to 1. It's just the way the world works now. So, email marketing also has 3 times the rate of conversion as social media. And what that means to you is that for every buck you spend on marketing, there's an average $44.25 average return on investment inside of every email. This is Small Biz Trends. They actually looked through this through a service from Blue Hornet, and that's just amazing dollars. And when you think about what $20 can get you with Constant Contact, it's pretty easy to see why. So let's dig in. I want to show you now what it looks like to set up and to create an email marketing template and list. So we're going to get started very quickly and simply. I'm going to click over again just to make sure that we don't have any questions. And as a reminder, if you do have questions, simply click from the live page on this link that says YouTube Live at this link. When you click there, it's going to take you to this page, and you'll be able to click on the live chat window and ask us questions. So if you have specific questions about what you're seeing, or if you want to ask for more information on something, I'll be clicking on this semi-regularly throughout the event today. So let's get started. I'm going to make this just a little bit bigger so that everyone can see it. And of course, the first thing that you're going to need to do is log in to your email marketing account. So I've already done that for here, but you just go to constantcontact.com. Actually, I'll do that quick just so that you have it. Constantcontacts.com. And then what you'll see inside of here is a quick login button. If you don't already have an account, you can sign up for free, or you can follow the link that we'll give you to get a little bit more detail and to get access again to that 2-hour training. So when you click login, it's going to take you to a page that looks like this. This is BizzyWeb's account, so obviously we've done a bunch of stuff with it. We have all kinds of emails that are sent, that have been sent out, or that are getting sent out. You can see that we're quite active. We've sent out 252 emails. We have 6 automation campaigns, 295 events that we've done or are doing this year, some Facebook promotions, some surveys, and all kinds of other wonderful stuff. For our purposes today, however, we're going to pretend that we're ready to just send that email. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click Create. From there, I get to pick. If you choose the $20 a month just email marketing tool, you'll get to see email. And if you choose the more robust, all-inclusive email plus kind of tool, or email marketing tool, you'll be able to see all the things that we have here. This is a typical Constant Contact account. I'm going to select email. And then from there, you can simply go into the templates that you want to choose from. There's media relations templates, there's Independence Day templates, there's custom templates that you can build. And actually, if you start with BizzyWeb, if you sign up via BizzyWeb, we're going to get you access to a custom template for your business built by constant contact. So that's something that, again, it's another $200 investment. So if you sign up with BizzyWeb on this for your $20 a month program, we can get you a free email template. For my purposes, however, I'm going to simply select the basic newsletter. Simple, easy peasy. And you can see that this is very easy to navigate and to kind of click around and to figure out. So if I want to drag things around, I can simply add, change, remove things as possible. If you want to change the headline, you just click in there and you click it. If you want to change out the logo, you can do that, and I'm going to do that in here. There's all kinds of stuff that you can do very easily. So I've grabbed my template, but this isn't what I want. What I'm looking for is for Jack's Barbecue. I am going to set up a event email that's going to invite people and offer them a 20% off coupon. So of course, first thing that I'm going to want to do is change my picture. So I'm going to click on this and then simply click replace. When I click replace, I can simply go to my image gallery or browse my library, or I can upload a file. Now I've already uploaded this file, so I'm simply going to go to my image gallery. I want the Jack's logo. I can customize it if I want to, or I can simply insert, and that's what I'm going to do here. Now this doesn't really match my branding, so I'm going to want to change a few things on this page. I'm going to click on design first to make sure that this matches Jack's Barbecue's coloring. My outer background is actually going to be sort of a darkish color. It's already sort of set as dark. You know what? Actually, I think I'm okay with a white outer background, so I'm going to leave that. And my inner background is white, but then I want, for buttons and dividers, something that's going to more reflect the coloring of Jack's Barbecue. So I'm going to tee off. I can actually grab the exact code of color that I want, but I'm just going to go with this because it looks pretty good. Now my headlines now look weird, so I need to change that out, and I'm going to make that something that maybe stands out a little bit and is just a little bit different. I think that's actually pretty close to the same color. I'm going to make it a little bit darker, and that way I've got something that pops out pretty well. Now notice that my buttons have automatically changed, my headlines have changed, and everything is in here as it's pretty much set. So I know how to do my content. Now I'm going to go back into build, and I'm feeling like I want some sort of a 2-column layout. Again, this is built to be mobile responsive, so I'm going to grab that. And you know, I actually decided I changed my mind. I don't necessarily need gray boxes behind it because it looks kind of weird to me, so I'm just going to delete that point, and I'm going to drag a blank section in here that still looks awesome, but it just has white in the background. I don't necessarily need a header piece at the top here, so I'm just going to click this, and I'm going to hit delete. And I don't need to click to the website because I want to get people down to my coupon, so I'm going to delete this. I'm also going to delete this section because I don't need this. I'm going to focus on a coupon, so I'm going to click on this and delete, and I'm going to click on this one and delete. And then I do want a coupon, so I'm going to go over to this coupon section, and I'm just going to drag that into my page. Easy peasy, no big deal. Now, I've got my pieces in here, but I actually want each of these little sections to have a call to action. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag a button into each of these sections, and I'm going to do that on this side as well. And then I'm going to make these into, well, let's see here. What do I want it to say? Maybe this one will be download our recipes. So download the recipe. Easy peasy. And I click done. Oh, if I wanted to make this a link, which of course I would, I click that and I tell it what it is, and then I link to the URL. So let's have this just go to, http BizzyWeb.com/recipe. Let's pretend that that's a real link. I can test it to make sure that it works, but I'm just going to insert it right here. Same thing with this one. I'm going to have this be an intro to a class that I want people to take. So I'm going to have this be register today. Note, simple, easy, and clear instructions on that call to action. I'm going to make this go to register. And I'm going to insert. Again, you should test it. I'm not going to test it because I already know that these are bogus links that I'm just setting up for you. Now, looks okay. My monthly news and updates probably isn't a great headline for me, so I want to change that. So I'm going to try, can you conquer the cook-off contest? Got that. And then I need something that's going to grab people's attention. It's going to be interesting, fun. So I'm going to edit this image, and I'm going to drag something right out of my template. Notice that I have a GIF here, and it's animated right inside of here so I can see everything that's happening. I want to use that, so I'm just going to insert it. And then for my register today, I want to have a different image in here, so I'm just going to click Edit. And then I am going to grab this image. So this is 252 by 153. Notice this one's 260 by 163. What's this one? 320 by 180. So I want to make sure that I've got something that's sort of similar in size to that. And I can change this, so I'm going to do it a little bit. I'm going to grab this 252. What's this one? 320 by 180. So let me customize this image. And then I want to double click this. Oh, it's click edit image, sorry. And then I'm going to resize. And then what were my numbers? 360 by, let's go 180. And notice that my size is a little bit weird. You never want to mess with or unhook this, because if I did unhook it, it would make my image distorted. So I'm going to cancel that. And I'm going to apply what I've got so far and click save. Actually, I'm going to crop it a little bit because I know that what the problem is that it's just a little bit too funky. So I'm going to try 360 by 180, click lock dimensions. And that's not what I want. Actually, I want 180 by 360. Set my window like that. We'll go to custom and make this a little bit groovier. And let's try something like that. Okay, so that's 180 by 255. And I think if I apply this, and I save it, and then I insert it into my image, it looks a little bit tall. So just eyeballing it, I'm going to go back in, I'm going to edit this one more time. I'm going to just double click it to open up the window. And then I am going to edit image, and I'm going to crop again. I'm just going to bring it down a little bit and up a little bit, apply, save, and insert. And there, that's a little bit better. So not perfect. I would take the time to make it perfect if I were trying to do this for real. But since we're all just demoing here, I'm just going to click done. All right, so I can also edit my text in here. Simple, click inside of here. I can change my text. I can change the color. I can change all kinds of stuff. As a general rule, you want to keep this as easy as possible or as consistent as possible. So I usually just leave things as the defaults on the template, because if I change the font on here, it's going to start looking really weird. But I can highlight products or services. If I wanted complement to be bold, I could simply make that bold, and I can change out my text to whatever I want. So if I wanted this to be enjoy 20% off, if I wanted this instead to be save 30% on a class. And actually, I don't like how that looks, so I'm just going to hit Shift, save 30% on a class. Be sure to enter code, shop now, change my link, have it go to a different page, and have that all set up. So pretty easy. And within, I think that took me 8 minutes, I now have a pretty decent looking event. Actually, I want to change this text color to match the regular color that I'm already using. I can go into my recent colors and grab that. And it all looks, I think, pretty decent for a starter. I'm ready now to import and to connect up some other stuff. Oops, I missed this part. I don't need my details inside of here, so I'm actually going to click that part, and I'm going to delete that little funky thing. Don't need my volume and all that stuff. Also need to change my headline. So from name, BizzyWeb. Now it's probably not going to come from BizzyWeb in this case. So I'm instead going to say from Jack's special events. Make it something that people will know. The from email, again, you can select whatever email you want, but make sure that it's recognizable and that it's associated with your company. And I want to set up my subject line. Again, should be as succinct and concise as possible, should grab people's attention. Let's get, how about this? Get cooking with Jack's and save. And then pre-header, enjoy 30% off our next cooking class with this exclusive code. Simple, easy, no big deal. Also should probably change this so that I can remember what my campaign was. In general, I do the name of the campaign and the date. So we're just going to call this 062717 BBQ cook off template. The more descriptive you are here, the better your life will be. No one sees this except for you, and this is just something that shows up for your reference so that you can see how things look, what they do, and all that fun stuff. So that's basically what you can see inside of here. I've got this. You can see that there's details down here for all the different connections, name, company phone, email, fax, website. I can edit all of these to match what I need. I can change up my links. If I change inside of here, I can change the links to the company. So if this was all Jack's, of course, I'd want to go to Jack's, but I am not Jack's, so I'm going to leave that for me. And then I can continue when I know it's all good. Now I can preview this to make sure that I can see what it looks like and that I dig it. And notice also here that I can not only preview on desktop, but I can preview the mobile version as well. So notice that I can browse up and down. It was 2 columns across on there. Nice, simple, looks great on a website, looks great on a mobile device. And so I'm pretty happy with that. I can also send myself a test email. If I click the test email, it's going to send it. I'm going to say who to send to, and then a personal note that that person will see on top of that. And I don't actually need to send a test email right now because I know what it looks like, and I'm happy with what it is. So now I am going to go back to my campaigns, and I'm going to look. See, I have barbecue cook-off template, and so I can go in here. It's still at drafts mode, so I can edit it and look at it. And I'm going to take a second here just to make sure I don't have any questions in YouTube. Looks like everybody's happy. Again, if you do have questions, best way is to go into the live chat in YouTube or send me an email at dave@bizzyweb.com. So I'm in my Groovy email. Now I want to take the next step. So I'm going to simply click continue. Once I click continue, I have a few options inside of here. Again, I get to double check the subject, the from name, from address, reply to, and then I need to select who I'm going to send this from. So I actually don't have a list set up for this yet. So what I want to do is import my own list for this. Now I can go through all of these different email lists if I have them at BizzyWeb, but I want a custom email list that I already have set up. And so I'm going to grab this list from just my dummy data. So I want to import contacts. And so I am going to go into add contacts and then upload from file. I could just as easily do it from any of these other places, but I'm going to upload it from a file. And then I have already thought ahead and grabbed my list. So I'm going to grab the list right here, Jack's Barbecue list. Just going to drag it on. And then I have a few issues here. I need to select the matched fields for the food preference and the phone numbers. Food preference, I'm just going to make into a notes field for this one. And then for phone number, obviously I want to do phone number here. So now I have all of my stuff selected. I can now continue. And then I have permission to email these contacts, search lists, create new list, and Jack's test list. I'm going to create, and it imported my list, and everything's groovy. Now I'm going to upload. It's going to take me a second. There's a whole 20 contacts that were added. Now I'm going to go back to my email list. Go back into campaigns. Click open. Go back to continue. And now I'm going to select my new list. So I believe that is going to be Jack's test list. So I click that. Get cooking with Jack's and save. And now I can either send now or I can schedule for later. I want to schedule for later. So I'm going to click send. I want it to go out on Thursday and about 1:35 p.m. I can get early results and I can send that to myself. I can send an email, any other email as necessary, but I can then schedule my email. And when I schedule this, I can set it up. So now it's scheduled to go out on this time. I have my list. I have my from name. I have my from and reply addresses. Now I have this email link. This email link I can share anywhere I want. I can share that to Facebook. I can connect up to share it on my homepage, on my website. I can just link to it from different places. Usually when you import something like this into like a Facebook, it'll grab the first paragraph of it. So it'll show you a little preview of it and works pretty good. Once I actually go through this list, I'll see my open rate and my click-through rate, and then how many people were sent to, how many bounces, select successful deliveries, how many people didn't open, unsubscribed, or reported spam. Also gives me an option in here to add it to a Facebook ad, or I can share the campaign on social media, and I can also schedule my posts inside of social media here as well. Super simple, super easy. And I can just click this out. I can send this to my Facebook and my Twitter accounts automatically, and I can schedule it when it goes out. So the schedule below is based on social marketing best practices. So it's going to go out when it's set up. So it's going to go live on Thursday, and then I can schedule it to repost on Friday and Saturday if I wanted to as well. All of this stuff is super, super simple to do. I don't want to do that yet, so I'm just going to click backwards. And now, again, this is where I would come back to if I wanted to see how many people had viewed what things happened, and all that stuff. So I haven't sent it yet. That's the big difference. So once you get in here, the content and the notes that you see inside of these gets pretty interesting, and it gets very kind of almost addictive, where you can see who's doing what they're saying, and then you can start applying. So everyone that did respond, you can send them out and create a new list of folks of just responsible or just responses to that list. Makes it super fun and easy. So I am actually going to unschedule this because I don't need to send this out. And then later I'll come back in here and I'll delete it back out. So make sure that I don't have any questions on that, because we went through it pretty quickly. And so seeing none, I'm going to take you on to next steps. So you now know how to set up an email. You see how easy it is. You see how easy it is to select a template, to customize your template, to set up and import new contacts, or to use your own, to edit and modify imagery and use your own. And so what's next for how to do this? Well, let's talk about some real world examples on how to use email marketing. As a nonprofit, I want to talk to you about Sierra's Race. They're an organization that sends emails and save the date messages asking their participants to register for a race. For those who say yes and register, they are taken off that general list that they send out to people, and then put on a list that triggers an auto response series with information on training for a road race, anatomy of running shoes, and prizes they'd have a chance to win by attending that race. Not only are these emails more relevant because they aren't asking subscribers to register as a call to action, their call to action instead is simply to share with friends or forward to people that they knew. But it's relevant because it creates an anticipation and excitement for race day, which increased their attendance. Simple and easy. How about business to business? With, let's call them XYZ Marketing, a B2B consulting firm that uses list growth tools to collect email addresses from contacts they network with. Once a subscriber joins their list, a welcome autoresponder email is triggered, prompting this new potential client to take an initial survey, which will provide the consulting firm with more information about what that potential client needs. The next triggered email thanks them for completing the survey and provides a video for the client to learn more about XYZ Marketing, building a rapport with the business. After learning what the client needs, XYZ segments their audience to different lists, for example, social media needs, which triggers hints and tips newsletters to better educate their clients. So nonprofit, check. B2B, check. Let's try B2C, the people that are working with retail. We just talked about our friends Jack's Barbecue. They're a family-friendly restaurant that wants its patrons to know that they're involved in the community, and they provide additional services. After joining Jack's list, subscribers receive a coupon which drives business to Jack's Backyard Barbecue. However, they also schedule emails to be sent that will encourage patrons to consider Jack's for additional events and services like catering and cooking classes. He also wants to make his subscribers feel special and give them a reason to stay on the list, so he uses his emails as a way to invite people to exclusive events that aren't open to the public. So, big takeaways from today. First, brainstorm some ideas for your email marketing strategy. If you're interested, we actually did a presentation last week that talked about how to use email marketing to get real business results. And so look back on last week's event. It's just at BizzyWeb.com/events. Lots of examples and easy stuff there. And we're right in the middle of a huge onslaught of training. We want to get your summer rocking. So check out BizzyWeb's events all month in June. All of the stuff that's already happened has been recorded and is available on YouTube Live. And everything that's yet to come, you can simply subscribe for, and you'll get access to special events or special promotions, like what I'll talk about again in a little bit, which is the 2-hour consulting session with BizzyWeb to grow your list even further. Work with the people that you were watching this with or with your team to figure out what next steps you're going to take, and then do me a favor and write down 2 to 3 next steps or commitments that you're ready to make for marketing for your business. As you think through this, let's just take a couple of seconds. Think about how you're going to apply what we talked about today. How do you grow? That's a little bit touchy-feely for me, but what works for you and what can you use? And then, do you have those tools to help you grow your business? If you don't feel like you have enough, if you're missing email marketing or social media marketing, or if you know that your website is terrible and you need help with that, we can absolutely help you with all of those things. So I mentioned again that there is a special offer for you. You can get a 2-hour quick start coaching session that'll include importing your contact list, setting up your template, and getting things up and rolling, getting you everything that you need to do in order to have a successful email marketing strategy. That's normally $199. And if you respond to the email that will be sent at 1 p.m. Central Time today to registrants for today's attendance, you'll get that email. You can respond to that and we'll help you out. We'll get you scheduled as soon as possible. I did also mention that if you sign up and start paying for Constant Contact right away, if you do that through us, you're actually going to get a free template. What Constant Contact does is they look at your website and your logos, your colors, and all that stuff, and they create a custom mobile responsive template for your business. That's normally a $200 value. It's yours free if you sign up with BizzyWeb for Constant Contact. Again, Constant Contact's $20 a month to start. Super simple, as you saw, and very, very easy to do what you need inside of your digital marketing. I've only scratched the absolute surface on what you can do. We haven't talked about autoresponder campaigns or series. We haven't talked about all of the other ways that you can integrate and advertise, as you saw as a brief demo inside of here. But you should hopefully have enough to get you what you need and to get things set. So last chance for questions. We do have a bunch of folks that are watching. So if you do have those questions, why don't you just send a note to dave@bizzyweb.com. And I'm going to say that right here. dave@bizzyweb.com, and we'll get right back to you. Perfect. So if you need that, you can connect up with us that way. And as a final request, if you'd like to know more, or if you got something out of today and you'd like to give back to me and to BizzyWeb, a quick review on Facebook or Google would go a long ways. So if you go to facebook.com/BizzyWeb, there's an easy way. Ooh, and Facebook is down. That can't be right. Well, I guess Facebook's down, so don't do that. But if you also just Google BizzyWeb, you'll see on the BizzyWeb search page reviews. So if you could do me a huge favor, and right here where it says edit your review, you can just add a review. And if you wouldn't mind giving us a 5-star review, telling us what you liked about today's event, I'd greatly appreciate it. So that's how you do that. A little surprised that Facebook appears to be down. We'll go to facebook.com/BizzyWeb. And so if facebook.com/BizzyWeb, Facebook pages are not working right now. So that's very interesting and weird, but it's simple. If you go to facebook.com/BizzyWeb, you can simply click on review under About Us, and you can write a review on us. So again, hope you found this helpful and interesting. So delighted to have you with us today. Again, if you have any other questions or concerns, you can either connect with us or link up to us on here. And again, if you want to see what's coming up for our events, you can simply go into our events calendar. So if you're wondering how you can do SEO, how to drive new business with social media, how to grow your business with email and social media, how to look great in the inbox, you just attended today's Getting Started with Email Marketing. We're going to talk about 2017 digital marketing trends. And then on Thursday, we're going to cover what to say and how to say it and drive new business with social media, all in this big onslaught of marketing so that you can market your butt off the rest of the summer and have a rockin' summer. I hope you do, and I hope you did enjoy today's event. And remember, at BizzyWeb, we help you generate buzz without getting stung. Have a fantastic day, and thank you for your time.